Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Um, Welcome to my whip and chat. I titled it "Why Diamond Painting." My first response is why not? My second response is, you know, why do people do diamond painting? Um, is it for the hobby? Is it because you're bored? Is it because you're trying to make some art? What is the reason that you do diamond painting? Um, I think about that a lot, and I do my diamond painting a lot. This is my sanctuary. This is where I spend most of my time when I'm not asleep and I'm at home and I'm doing stuff. Uh, and you know, I've been watching a lot of videos on a lot of different social media platforms talking about going into business and uh, doing a lot of different things. And I have decided that my claim to fame is going to be diamond painting. Um, I've done the homework as far as what I need to do to start the process of starting a business. And I'm started doing some of the legwork of what I need to do. I've got a name, I've got a LLC. I think I finally got it worked out on the TikTok platform. Uh, and it's funny, it occurred to me just the other night that the reason that I kept getting dinged on the TikTok app is because I wasn't putting in the settings before I got started that I was going to be talking about my own product. Go figure. But I am talking about my own product. And so today I made that notation in the settings before I got started with the live. So hopefully, when I get off of it, um, they won't be upset with me. If they are, then it's back to the drawing board. But as people are coming in, and I do want to thank you for tuning in to my whip and chat. I'm Jessica, and my channel is called Jessica's Jeweled Art, and that's also the name of my business. And I do diamond painting. The funny thing is that December 1st, I didn't even know what diamond painting was. December 2nd, I went to a diamond painting class. And here you have it. 2, 3 months later, I'm all in, um, plugging away, making beautiful pictures, and I've even got some good news. I did post on videos on all my social media platforms because I was so excited, but, I have, made a couple of sales. Woohoo! Yay, Jessica. Um, actually, I made 4, and, um, one was a cardinal sun catcher, the other was a cat stand, and basically, it sorta looks like a sun catcher, but without the chain, to hang in a window, but it has a platform or a stand, that where you can put it on a table, on a counter, that type of thing. And I, I sold one of my keychains, and actually I sent that away to be delivered, mm, to my cousin in California. So that little keychain is going from Florida to California. Um, and she should be getting it hopefully in less than a week. Mhm. And and the big thing that I sold was a 12 by 12 um diamond painting that I called the Lady in Blue. It was a black woman with a lot of blue in her face, blue in her lips. Um and it kind of reminded me of Lady Sings the Blues, Billie Holiday. And so I titled it The Lady in Blue, and I, have done some experiments with framing, and I came up with a solution that I really like, a frame with a mat in there, and that just really makes the picture pop. And the one that I've done that for, or at least the first one that I did that for, is the Lady in Blue, that sold yesterday. And boy, was I excited when my husband called me and told me. And I guess in a way, he and I have started a little joint venture because it looks like I'm going to be the creator and he is going to be the seller, which actually worked for me perfectly because selling is not something I necessarily like to do. Buying, on the other hand, is something I love to do. But, selling, and I've sold I've sold Girl Scout cookies. Now that is not really a sell. Um, people just come to you in droves. But that's because Girl Scout cookies are as old as they are, and everybody knows when, it's Girl Scout season, cookie season, the people come to you. Um, and I sold insurance, Medicare, life insurance, Aflac, final expense. And let me tell you, uh, although everybody needs life insurance, nobody wants to talk about life insurance because life insurance really is not for the living. It's for the people that are living that you leave behind. And uh, don't nobody want to talk about, well, one day you're going to be dead and then somebody's going to, yeah, going to need to take care of your family. I mean, everybody wants their family taken care of, but nobody wants to really talk about it. you know, there lies the problem, Houston. Um, but and I about 5 years ago, I didn't realize it was 5 years ago until I went to Vistaprint earlier, because I was updating my business cards because I'm kind of running low on the first batch that I bought, which is fine because since then I've started working on a website and I needed to put that website address on the business card. I didn't realize I was on so many different social media platforms, so I added that to the back of the business card, and I have a business email address now, which I also added to the back of the business card. Um, so I did. There were some changes that needed to be made, and I made them. And I was just watching a video about an entrepreneur, Black woman, single mom, that started a business called Shampoo Time, making some type of like a cushion where kids could lay down their head back while they're getting their hair shampooed in the kitchen sink, as opposed to that back-breaking task of leaning over the bathtub. And she's doing quite well, but there was a lady that was in there, talking to her about marketing, and they were discussing the superwoman syndrome, and that a lot of female entrepreneurs tend to have the superwoman syndrome, and African American female entrepreneurs tend to have it even more so than anybody else. I guess because we feel like we have to have our hand in every aspect of the business, as opposed to being able to delegate to those who can do other tasks. And, I'm all for delegating um, in other areas of my life. It was, to say I was nervous is an understatement. About my husband selling my things at the flea market. Now, I wasn't nervous because I didn't think he could sell. Because as he will tell you, I can sell ice cubes to an Eskimo. So, he is a good salesman. I was worried about, would someone want to buy what I made? That's where my trepidation and nervousness came. Not is he a good salesman, but with somebody like my product enough to spend their hard-earned cash, uh, to purchase, because it's one thing when I make something, and I'm giving it as a gift. "Oh, this is pretty, thank you very much." Okay. No money was changing hands. But it's different when you make something and you're asking someone to buy it, or you're asking them to buy into the idea of what you have come up with. And that's where my nervousness came in. Not could he sell it, but would someone want to buy it? And the first weekend, he told me there was a lady who was interested in the lady in blue. She said she was going to come back, but she didn't. And I was like, great. This is wonderful. This is what I'm up against now. Um, people and their lying asses. But she came 9 o'clock Sunday morning, and he took a picture of it, of her rather, holding the lady in blue. She had a big old smile on her face, and want to, or I told my husband that she knew exactly where she was gonna put it in her bedroom, and I was tearfully happy, tearfully happy, because not only did someone like it, but they liked it enough. She came to the flea market twice, 2 weekends in a row, to buy my stuff. Now, I don't know if she was coming out of her way or not, but I know it sure me when I called him on his way home yesterday, it sure made my day when he told me that he had sold it. And so that has put a new fire in me. Hold on a second, I gotta turn this on for a minute because I'm having trouble seeing something. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. To go ahead and finish this one that I'm working on, because that is one thing that I have not done. It's had more than one task that I'm working on at a time. I think that's too confusing. Now, I know I've seen a lot of content creators talk about, well, I have this whip and I just started doing this, and then I have this other partial one and I started doing that. Well, I kidded up this one, but I haven't worked on it. Listen, once I start it, I'm gonna finish it. Now, it may take me a little time to finish it, but it's gonna get finished. Um, because number one, I don't like having things lingering around and having, I would feel like I had some time limit hanging over my head. And that is not a good feeling whatsoever. Number one. Um, Number two, this particular one has 33 colors. That takes up all of one of these cases plus three. Um, and all of my other ones are pretty much full with other DMC coded colors from projects that I've done in the past. And I'm going to be doing some videos on what to do with your old drills. I kind of started with a couple of those, um, but I think I'm going to really get into some tutorials. I think that might be the next uh, way I'm going to branch out, is start doing some tutorials. And I've even had the idea of taking this on the road. On the road again. She's doing diamond painting on the road again. Yeah. Um, what I mean by that is I learned how to do this at a arts and craft class here in the community in which we live. Now, the parent company of the community in which I live owns 5 different communities, 55 and up, in my county. Not to mention, there's other 55 and up communities in my county, and it's just my county. So when I say I'm going on the road, I'm not saying that I'm, doing distance traveling. And so what I figured is if I could learn how to diamond paint in an evening, um, I could take what I've learned and take it to different um, 55 and up communities and see if I could get a class and teach them how to do something small like a greeting card, a bookmark, something that they could do in a few hours. And of course, I would charge an entrance fee for the class, and I would supply the little kits and everything that they need. I could not only do this with seniors, but this is an activity you could do with children, teenagers, in all different settings. And at the end of the class, people get to take home what they've done, you know? Winner, winner, diamond painting dinner. Yes. Because if I charge, say, for example, $5 for a class, and I had a class of 10 people, and it's a 2, 3 hour class, then I'm walking out of there with $50. Where they, you know, get the kids from, uh, is a nominal fee. It's not, certainly see me doing something like that. Mhm. Get 10 people, get 20 people, then and it's only if I'm charging $5. If I charge $10 up a head, okay, you got 10 people, that's 100. If it's a 2 to 3 hour class, then that means I'm making $50 an hour. I do that. There's 4 other communities in my county, run by my parent company. Say I do one a month at each of the different places. So every 4 months, I'm coming back to the same place. So that way, you're not oversaturating. Oh, yeah, it's been a few months since she had a class. It's time for, and then pick a different item each time, and if it's getting close to like Mother's Day or something, have a Mother's Day talk, you know, whatever. And I even came up with a name for it. Diamond painting with a twist. Sort of like how they do the painting with the twist. Or, just Jessica's jeweled art class, you know, you know, do something like that. I think that could be fun. and certainly would, be a way I could get out and meet people. And as long as they're small diamond painting projects, it's not like I have to bring the tables because their arts and craft class would already have tables. I wouldn't need to bring the chairs because 'cause they'd already have the chairs. Only thing I would need to bring would be the diamond painting items and the small containers to put all, the different crystals in. And, you wouldn't set them up, individually, you'd set up, like you'd have a couple of tables, and then you'd have, like, maybe 4 or 5 bunches, you know? So you have because that's the way that the lady did it when I took the class, and it was, like, 15 people in the class, it was, like, 2 or 3 long tables, and then every few people, there was, a group of the different colors, and, we just shared, you know? Could even, I don't have to do it at night. I could even do it like during the day because this is a retirement community. Okay. So most people are what? Retired. So that means I could do it Tuesday at 1, you know. Who says I gotta wait till the weekend or evening? Because not like I mean, yeah, there are some people that work that live here, but not, the lion's share are retired. Dumb. I wouldn't wanna do it here because the fact that the lady who ran the class that I was in, I wouldn't want, you know, to step on any toes. You know what I'm saying? But I, I figured that's another way I can get my name out there, and then also, while I'm doing all this wonderful diamond painting in the class, perhaps, mm, let's turn on this light again. That's with the light on, sometimes these S's look like fives, and just wanna make sure that they were S's. Um, I wouldn't want to cause any rifts between me and that nice little old lady that taught the class, whose name I don't even remember. Uh, but I'm not trying to have, like, the dueling diamond painters, you know? I'm not trying to go there. So, I would either talk to her and see if we could work out something where when she's doing it here, I'm not, obviously. Um, and I don't want it to be a competition where like Jessica's class is better than so and Susie Q's class. I mean, well, yeah, I would like it if people like my class, don't get me wrong, but I'm not trying to start no feuds, okay, between me and some other old woman, you know. I can just see it now. Let's scrap it in the parking lot. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I ain't trying to go there at all. But something so chapped that mention it to my husband yet though, to see what he thinks. He probably would like the idea. It's not many ideas I come up with that he thinks are terrible. Because I'm pretty good at with ideas, and taking my class on the road I can't even call it On the Road with Jessica's Jewel Art. On the road again. Makes me feel like I need to be saddling up, riding a horse, something like that. But I'm definitely going to work at finishing this tonight. Um, I'm making pretty consistent, good progress now that I'm actually doing it. Because sometimes when you're a business entrepreneur, you have to do business related tasks that aren't exactly doing the business. Like earlier, I opened up a PayPal account, a PayPal business account, as opposed to my personal PayPal. I've updated my business cards. I'm going to be ordering a new set. And this time I'm ordering 250 instead of 100 because we've gone through this 100 pretty quickly, passing them out, giving them to people. I mean, but of course, that's what you buy business cards for, to advertise. And, so that people know where you are, how they can get in contact with you, what you do, and why they should use you as opposed to somebody else, that type of thing. Um, it's a pocket advertisement, and I'm all for it. But there's been some changes since I ordered my first. Well, number one, I ordered it before I got my LLC, and I didn't realize that you can't have apostrophes in an LLC. So I had Jessica's, Jessica apostrophe S jeweled art. Well, I can't have Jessica's with an apostrophe, but I can have Jessica's without an apostrophe. So I just took the apostrophe out. And so my new set of business cards will have Jessica's jeweled art spelled the same way that the IRS knows it to be. Let's see what other thing. And that's what something I did today. Um, got the PayPal business account, dated the uh, business cards. I need to add that I can be um, accessed on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'm forgetting one. YouTube. The and also on Pinterest, but I was running out of room. And then I was looking at my website, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to. I have the basic package for the GoDaddy website plan, email, all of that domain name thing. But I'm thinking I might have to go up to the middle level, or if not the highest level. And here's the reason why. Because when you have the middle level, it gives you more than one page of a web web page, web website. When you have the highest level, you can have an online store and everything from the other two levels. And working towards getting an online store is a goal. And that's another thing that I was learning in watching this video about this lady with the shampoo time business is the when the marketing lady was talking to her, she was saying that she doesn't set goals for herself business wise, but she does set goals for herself in her personal life. And the reason that she doesn't set goals for herself in her business life is because if she doesn't meet them, she doesn't want to be disappointed. Well, I mean, that sounds good, but it seems to me that you really do need to set some goals for yourself in your business life. Because how will you know what you're striving for, and how will you know when you've reached it if you don't have it written down somewhere tangible? Boy, I sound so intelligent. Just now, did. And that got me thinking, what are my goals with diamond painting? I guess that's kind of why I titled this live streaming, Why Diamond Painting? So, what are my goals? Are my goals just to sell four? Well, if it is, then I can quit now because I've already sold four. Um, Now, do I think that diamond painting will make me a millionaire? I don't think so. And here's the reason why. Not that I don't have faith in myself, but I only have two hands. And only one of them is my right hand, and I'm right handed. So I can only do what she can do. This is not a situation where I'm drop shipping or I'm making something that I can make in duplicates and triplicates and what other kind of kits there are out there. Like I was watching a video the other day about a lady who had a baby, and actually was her second. And she decided she didn't want to go back to work to leave her baby. A lot of mamas feel that way. Got it. So she started making soap, all natural, homemade soap, different flavors, very artisanal, looks very pretty, the whole thing. But she can make like 400 bars a day. There is no way that I'm gonna be able to do 400 of anything. Maybe I can put 400 of these little diamonds in here a day, but that's about it. I'm not gonna be able to make 400 diamond painting projects a day. Is you crazy? I mean, I stay up until the cows come home as is already. I mean, are we looking for the chickens, the pigs, and the gerbils too? I mean, come on now. Um, you know, so there's I can only do what my hands physically can do. Now, that being said, I can certainly work at keeping my hands busy at all times so that they're always doing something. Um, and when I'm not doing something else, I'm in here. And besides, when I'm in here, I have my cup of coffee. Um, I don't really, oh, excuse me. And every time I yawn, my jaw hurts. I don't really, um, when I'm in here and I'm doing my diamond painting, I'm solely focused on what I'm doing. I don't really think about eating, which is good for my waistline because I am trying to lose some weight. Um, you know, and I just sit here and I diamond paint and drink my coffee, and it runs right through me. Then I gotta go to the bathroom. That's the way it is. Yeah, too. So, what are y'all up to? Anything good? If so, put it in the comments. I want to hear about it. And I keep biting my lip because my bottom lips are really chapped. My top lip has a cut that won't heal. My lips are all jacked up. all messed up. I don't know what's going on with them. Oh, excuse me. Deep and wide, deep and wide. Funny the songs I think of while I'm doing this in the silence. But ooh, we have a little bit of a treat tonight for dinner. My husband and his son, my stepson, went to Orlando to the White Castles that's up there. The only one in our area, and it's not even really in our area, but it's Orlando, it's 2 hours away. And they went to lunch, spent some time together, and he brought back a whole bunch for me and my husband and my son. So that was really nice and sweet of him. And went and spent some time together because he doesn't always call and just speak to his dad and, do things like that. And the last thing I ever want to do is impede on Steve's time with his family. Ugh, ugh. Oh, excuse me. And so that was really cool. And of course, he posted the pictures on Facebook, so I already saw before they came home. And my husband was telling me, "Yeah, I haven't eaten since my last meal." I said, "Yeah, I know. I saw your last meal on Facebook." He's like, "Oh, you did?" I was like, "Yeah." Brian posted it on the Book of Faces. The Book of Faces. Oh, um, oops. So, what's to say? Now that I got all that stuff out of my system, I guess shut the hell up now. I think it's time to turn this. Turn, turn, turn. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. I just really thick. I tried the washi tape and it's cute and it's little, but it doesn't really do the job. It's not practical. And this purple duct tape is practical. Let's see. What was going on? Let me show you what I've done. Oh, well, let me turn it right side up. So this is what we've got so far. Oh yeah, you can see there. I got half of the coffee cup with the coffee in it pouring. So good morning. Good morning. So we're gonna put the tape back here. And Oh, goodness. Come on. This one went to bed already. Damn it. That in place. And this one is in place. Okay. That thing's closer to me. I can see it a little bit, a lot better. And I love that snap. So I don't know. Can I pause this? To stream marker, in stream. Your stream will start immediately, and anyone who's watching will be sent here. And then let's see, can I put this one on pause? You guys all see already. Oh, and you should come in YouTube.